It's a beautiful day and it's good to be here. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to our Niger Watch family across the globe. How are you doing? Welcome to Newspaper Review on Niger Watch. My name is Ima and I'm reporting live from Lagos, Nigeria, and I'm glad to be here too. How are you guys doing? What's happening? What's happening at your hand? I want to give a big shout out to as many people that turned out yesterday on the chart. We had quite an explosive time, also an emotional one, and I am grateful to each and every one of you that was here, to my amazing panelists that always comes through. Thank you very much. It's a beautiful day. Yes, it's a beautiful day. Hi, Mary Kimbade. Beautiful morning to you. Hi, G Simon. How you doing? Good morning to you too. Osagbovo, hi. Hello, Osagbovo. How you doing? I hope it's a good day going for you. Adelites Watch, greetings to you. Sending so much love right back to you, Mr. Adelight. How you doing? Good to have you here. Thank you for being here. Mommy Diaspora, hey, Mama dearest. How you doing? Beautiful morning to you, Mama. Welcome to a new day. I wish you so much sunshine and love. Bella Naomi, hey, Madam Naomi. How you doing, my dearest sister? Yes, greetings right back to you. Yes, greetings right back to you. It's good to have you on. It's good to have each and every one of you on the broadcast today. Thank you. Thank you for being here, Father Evangelist, man of God. Beautiful morning to you, sir. How are you doing? Good to have you here, Father. Good to have you here. Thank you for being here. To those watching, hi, how you doing? I see you too. Thank you for being here. Beautiful morning to you. How you doing? All right, guys, please do not forget to like the broadcast as the as the broadcast proceeds. Please endeavor to do the needful by liking the broadcast, sharing, and inviting someone on to the broadcast. We've got quite some news today. I cannot wait to get your reaction to the news that we have on ground. All right, guys, please do not forget. And to my panelists, the comments in the comment section, the link has been posted. Should you want to join the broadcast, should you want to join the studio, please click on the link and you'll be right here with me. But before you do so, take out just a second to like the broadcast, please. Thank you very much and welcome to the broadcast again. We begin in a minute. I was going to take a swipe at people who say things and we don't see the outcome. All right, our first paper for today is Anthony Obiora. How you doing, Anthony? Welcome to the broadcast. Welcome to the broadcast. Brother Nice, beautiful morning to you, sir. How you doing today? It's good to have you on the broadcast.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. Good morning to you.
Thank you very
And
much, Brother Nice.
yeah, thanks.
All right.
I would like to ask you a question after the program. Before the closure of the program, I will ask you.
Are
I
you?
don't know if I should ask you now.
I think you should ask me now. I think both of us might forget.
Yeah. I said maybe when you are having that program, shout the shout. Is it possible we should speak about spirituality as well?
Yes, it is. It's anything that you want to talk about, actually. Um, yes, we can talk on the chat. If there's something, there's a number. Okay, I'll post the number on the screen, and this is for everybody. Please, I'll post the number on the screen. If there's something you want us to talk about, an issue you want us to talk about, you just reach out to me on that number, right? And we would arrange it backstage. Okay.
Okay, because the last time I think it was Mike Irabo. He was asking a question. He said when I spoke about I said God is the one that will save Nigeria. He asked a question. He said, which God is that? Is it the one of Muslim or the one of Christian or the one the or how did he call it? Or four? I don't know. The one they serve in Yoruba land. He said, is that one? He said, so I should explain the one, the God I'm talking about. So I think it's better for us to still speak about spirituality so that people will know what we are talking about.
Okay, okay, no problem. I will run this with my producer, right? So I will post the number on the screen. Please take it down. Should you, if you have something you want us to talk about, or you want to report an incident, or you have an outstanding with the police, whatever the problem is, and you want to bring it to the knowledge of the public, yes, we are gracious enough to give out the platform for that as well. But you would have to go through due diligence. We'd have to carry out our own investigations and all that. But I'll be posting a number here shortly, or in the comment section. Mom Diaswa will be posting, the number. Should you want to talk about it? But Brother Nice, you should get that number. Or are you on the general Niger Watch WhatsApp group, Brother Nice?
I Yeah, I was, but I don't know if it's still the same, So
Okay, just get the number if it is not, and so we'll talk and we'll finalize, fine tune it, then we'll bring it on here. Do you
all
understand?
right. Yeah,
All
all
right.
right.
All right, sir. Mr. Adolite, hi, good morning to you, sir. Okay, you told me before. Mr. Adolite, how far? What did they happen? Good morning. What did they happen at your hand? Mr. Adolite.
My sister, I beg, sorry for taking your time. Call just came in. Good morning, my sister Emma.
Good morning, sir. Welcome to the broadcast, Mr. Adolite.
Brother Nice, I don't catch you today. I did see your vibe,
Yes, so Mr. Dula, nice to have you again.
I
I dey
do,
feel
I
you.
find, I beg, I go, you know what go happen. If you permit me, I beg, I go like to get your number. But if it's not convenience for you, no problem. I understand. But if it's convenience for you to have your number, you can go through with Elvis because we are online now. We cannot do that here. Okay?
O- Okay, no problem, no problem.
All
Okay,
right.
one love, bro. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Sister Emma, before I go drop, I know say you say me just acknowledge me and all that. That one wey brother Nice dey talk just now, spiritual matter, is a thing for us to talk of. Muslim, all those juju, everything. But one thing still remain. Now one God. You understand? So we have to talk about it if it's possible. Thank you.
All right, sir, you're welcome. Surprisingly, we're going to go into a bit into that, but I mean, if we are going to be bringing spirituality here, it's going to that's one broadcast on its own. Something happened yesterday. A widow was, her hands were tied behind her back, her legs were tied, and she was flogged by the youth. Not just both men and women. They flogged the woman. They accused her of, witchcraft, and you know acts like this are still carried out by people who have access to the phone and who are chatting online, probably watching this broadcast. So we're even going to, well, I was going to bring that here for us tomorrow. So but nice if you would reach out to me through the Niger Watch WhatsApp group, so we can take it up from there, and I get to get your perspective. We'll fine tune it. I think we're in sync actually with our discussions. Mr. Let Go, beautiful morning to you, Mr. Let Go. How are you doing today?
I'm fine. Emma, good morning.
Good morning, sir. Welcome to the
How
broadcast.
are you?
It's a beautiful day, and I'm well. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I have been trying to support you this morning, but I don't know, for whatever reason, all my cards are not going through. So I don't know.
All right, Mr. Lego, please
Yeah,
keep trying.
yeah,
Please
I
keep
will.
trying.
I will. Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Let Go. All right. Welcome each and every one of you again to the broadcast. Please do the needful by liking the broadcast, sharing the broadcast, and inviting someone. Also using the dollar sign to the right in the comment section to support the broadcast, please. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. All right, then. Shall we begin? Our first paper for today is the Punch. We have 19.76 trillion naira budget proposal. That is the budget proposal for 2023. And we are seeing all that money. I mean, I'm sorry to start saying, but should we even be cooking up budgets that will hit up? Can't we make budget according to what we have? If we don't carry out this budget, what's going to happen to us? I think, okay, let me just take all of the news, right? Because this right here is going to take all of our time if we want to talk about it. 12 trillion naira deficit worries FG. Debt may hit 54 trillion naira because they intend to borrow to oversee this project, you guys. Revenue shortfalls to hamper capital project funding. FG says insecurity threatens FDIs. Nigerian economy shrinks by 63 billion naira. 28 sectors struggle. Here you have government decries petrol subsidy. Airlines cuts workforce over aviation crisis. Families groan as kerosene rises by 99%. ASU declares indefinite strike, plans increased media engagement. It looks like they're going full-blown this time around. 6 of 10 doctors leaving Nigeria, and that's from the Nigerian Association of Resident Doctors. Well, that was a lamentation right there. Wike vows to name candidates planning looting. Work for Atiku's victory, Shekaru urges supporters. Court stops KYARI's US extradition, FG reviews judgment. Okay. Explosion near RCCG camp injures 2, raises trucks. They said about 4 trucks went up in flames. That was quite a scene there. Police plan fresh screening for protesting constables. Man arrested for stealing 15-year-old child in Lagos. Generator fumes allegedly kills Enugu groom and wedding guest. What story do I take here first? Okay, let's talk about this budget. Let's talk about this the budget. The federal government is proposing a budget with estimates totaling 19.76 trillion naira, while the deficit will over between 11.30 trillion naira and 12.41 trillion naira in the 2023 fiscal year. If the deficit settles at 12.41 trillion in 2023, the federal government may need to borrow to finance it, which could raise Nigeria's total debt to a record of 54.1 trillion naira. Nigeria's current debt is 41.6 trillion naira, according to the 2022 first quarter data from the Debt Management Office. The debt will likely exceed the 3% limit prescribed in the Fiscal Responsibility Act, which was earlier overshot by the current administration in 2020. The Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning, Zainab Ahmed, said in Abuja on Monday that the government might be unable to provide for Treasury-funded capital projects next year, especially due to dwindling revenue and payment of subsidy on premium motor spirits, popularly known as petrol. All right. Guys, let me just quickly ask before we go through all the papers. Brother Nice, I'll start with you. If we are having a budget of 19.76 trillion naira for budget, I mean, saying that we don't even have money, what are they supposed to do? Brother Nice?
Yeah. Thanks. I did not hear what you said. The thing was breaking your line. So can you repeat it again, please?
Okay, so I was asked. I said government.
Yeah.
The federal government is proposing a budget with estimates totaling 19.76. Now, this budget is for 2023. This budget is for 2023. My question is, we don't even have money. They have to even borrow to fund this budget. So my question is, what should they do? I mean, borrowing should not be. Is there nothing else we can do aside borrowing? Must borrowing be the only option?
A budget for what? Is it is it for a project?
Yes,
What are they budgeting?
First quarter of 2023.
Yeah, where that budget? What is it? What is it? Which project is it going to? That is my question.
But does it even matter the project it is going to? The ones that they borrowed up to this amount, 41 point something billion, is a billion or trillion naira. Is that not enough projects? Should they still even keep going on and on with this? Their endless projects.
That is why I'm telling you that these people, they have no clue about leadership. All this budget we have been hearing, we have not seen any effect of that budget in the country. Then this one now they are about to release again for next year. For which project? That is my question. So that one will just still come out now. Then we reloot it. And you said now they want to go and borrow it. They just want to borrow money and release it and tell Nigerians that they want to release it to as a budget. At the end of the day, they will reloot it. Just to put that country in another deep economy. Oh no. I don't know the kind of government we have. I don't understand. Is it necessary for them to even to just to go and borrow for budget? Is it necessary? If you don't have the money, forget about it. And okay, I don't even see the reason why Nigeria will be borrowing, because they cannot even give account of the money they are even the revenue from our resources. They cannot even give account of it. The money they are getting from the sector, from the oil, from the agriculture, from the gold mining in the north, all those resources, natural resources we have, the revenue from those money, they cannot give account of it. They are still borrowing. But they know they tire with this money where they eat, where they swallow. They know they tire. All the ones where our resources, where they swallow for the resources of the country, that one not they reach them. They'll cost still borrow, join now, still swallow them. These people they be frog, frog. We be say their stomach they. That is the way with their appetite for money. No. This one now, not be say they go even borrow and now more will see the effect for the country. Or maybe na power sector. Now they want project, now they want put the money now. Maybe just to give us stable light. That one now we go the year, go the entire person year. Or maybe they want do roads, all the bad roads for Nigeria. Maybe they turn out to express roads. Maybe say they not they see any gutters again for streets. No, they go there. The country go still remain the same, chaotic as it is. But that money now, whether they carry, whether they budget, they see any effect. They see where they go. And that won't be my pain. If I just think of these things, it they give me pains for my heart.
Honestly, and Jacob Obedience, you took it just right out of my heart, my spirit, and my mouth. Nothing to show for it. Nothing. You go everywhere, I don't know, maybe other parts of Nigeria, but you go everywhere in Lagos, and not one thing you can say, oh, this is what 10 billion naira. No project, nothing. I don't know. Not for really, these people. Please,
the last time when I saw Buhari went to Assembly National to present the last budget, that budget now they cannot give account of it. Where that money go? Now all those same people who just did that Senate there, with all those local government chairmen and all those governors, they will just carry Ghana must go. All of them will carry Ghana must go. or they carry and fly abroad. And the project be that for them. Now where that money they go be that.
All
Ghana
right,
must
brother.
go.
Let me continue. I'll come back to you. G
Alright.
Simon 137. When you say, can we see the video, please? What video are you talking about? Please, get get back to me on that, please. Thank you. All right, we'll continue with next paper. Our next paper is Tribune. Oh, I hope I took some stories here. Okay, just a minute. Now, this is another alarming news we have here. Man arrested for stealing 15-year-old child in Lagos. Yesterday it was 12-year-old, today it's 15-year-old. Sometime last week, it's almost like a norm now that we have young ones, girls and boys missing. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What are they doing with the young ones? It's always in the news. You just find it, written in one small box. So it's almost dismissed. But we need to put our eyes down. Parents, words, guardians,
Ritual killings.
please. Oh, goodness gracious. Please put your eyes down. Put your eyes down. Please, and raise alarm as soon as possible. It's getting scary with the with what is happening with these young ones. And yesterday it was a woman that was arrested, now a man. Please, to the police, Nigerian police force, well done, good job. Please keep helping out. I mean, all hands just needs to be on deck. Everybody's going berserk. It feels like everybody's just going berserk, man. What's happening? What's happening? If we are seeing our politicians, but some of these deeds are not done, carried out by the politicians or his children, they're carried out by other people. So what's happening? All right, there was an explosion near RCCG yesterday, but not at RCCG as speculations rose yesterday. This was just around the vicinity. Yeah, that's what happened. And then out of 10 doctors in Nigeria, 6, do you know what that means? 6 has relocated or are relocating, 6 out of 10. So for every 10 doctor, 6 are, so we have what? That is to say majority of them are out, they are relocated. Now is not a good time for anybody to fall sick. Please, if you are sick or observe all, but now we have Lassa fever out there, we still have COVID-19, we have all of monkeypox. Please, if you're in Nigeria and you're hearing me, please do the needful to stay healthy. Observe all health protocols, please. All right, let's take this. Let me just call it a bant or a rant from Wike. River State Governor Yemso Wike on Monday alleged that some politicians campaigning ahead of the 2023 presidential election do not mean well for the country. Saying that he is in a privileged position to know better, the governor promised to reveal the identities of the concerned persons at the appropriate time so that Nigerians can use their votes to reject them. According to a statement by his special assistant on media, Kelvin Ebiri, the governor spoke at the commencement of the construction of internal roads at Rumi Esara Eneka town in Obio, Akko local government area of Rivers State. The statement read, some other people are busy putting themselves together on how they will take over leadership in Nigeria to loot the remaining ones, these ones other people have already kept. I am privileged to know, and at the appropriate time, I will tell you who these people are. You need to know what is happening in Nigeria. The problem here is, Wiki, if you truly care for the nation, what are you waiting for? You want us to be at your fingertip every time you cough? Everyone is just drunk, power drunk in the country. A good number of them are power drunk. We'll move on to Tribune. Tribune, we have as ASU extends strike indefinitely, eminent Nigerians, Pandef, Afenifere, YCE profile ways to end in per se. Ubani Yusuf Ali, Tunji Abayomi, Parents Association, speak. Chief of Defense Staff's disclosure on unmanned borders worrisome. So we still have borders that are unmanned. FG unveils 19.76 trillion naira expenditure for 2023 fiscal year, plus 3.36 trillion naira for subsidy mid-year, 6.72 trillion naira full year. Reps express concern over 11.30 trillion naira deficit for 2023 against 7.35 trillion naira for 2022. So reps are wondering why they have over 4 billion naira over, like, okay, last year 2022 the budget was 11.30 trillion naira, but this year 2022 the budget was 11.30 trillion naira, but for next year, if you would forgive me, I'll take this one last time. This year it was 7.35 trillion naira, but next year it is budgeted at 11.30 trillion naira. So reps are questioning the budget and they're asking what's up. That's over 4 billion naira. Well, as you know, everything is now expensive. Dollar has gone up. So what are the reps expecting? That's the same thing they say to us when we go to the market. Dollar has gone up. All right. This is from Wiki. Our exposed politicians. We took that already. Appeal court restores. So the people of Delta State, forgive me for this name I'm about to call. Appeal court restored Abba Rivalry as Delta PDP governorship candidates. Oyo APC threatens to expel Akintola for alleged anti-party activities. Court stops NBC Buhari from shutting down 53 broadcast stations. FG releases 6.25 billion naira for establishment of cattle ranches in KATSINA. And I know many Nigerians are interested in that story. You could pick up a copy of Tribune, page 28, to find out there. Over 40 million Nigerians yet to receive COVID-19 vaccines, and that's from the NPH CDA. Here we have explosion rocks, gas plants near redemption camp, 2 injured, 4 tankers burnt. Courts reject FG's request to extradite ABBA KYARI to US. Solution to Nigerians' problems lies within, among Nigerians, and that's from Bolaji Akiyemi. And the picture we have there are Okada riders protest again at Lagos Assembly. So the Okada riders, after the federal government added 4 local governments, extended the ban onto 4 local governments. Before they did that, organizations, the president, chairman, they've come out to beg the Lagos state government to say, please don't do this. You will push these people into crime. These people these people have families. Some of them, this is all that they have. This is all that they do. If you do this to them, you endanger them and they will become menace and nuisance to the society. But all of that fell on deaf ears. But since the federal government or since the Lagos state government are doing this should be a good time to collect data of the bikemen, right? And give them something else to do. And not just burn back and that's it. Me personally, I'm really tired of all of these leaders, man. What's in their head? So they're going to leave this bike and they are the ones that they will end up terrorizing we the civilians. I mean, they are going to terror. Where will they see? They will not get to see these leaders. They won't go close to their convoy. Of course, they won't go close to their convoy. It's going to fall on us. By the time they start robbing, by the time they start snatching bags from people on the road, all of these things, by the time, and weapons are out there as it is. So the place is not even going to be safe. Is this a way to initiate them into being political thugs or to be thugs without? All right, what other stories here that we have taken? Well, Afenifere has made us to know that there are some borders that are unmanned with what is currently going on. I will wonder where people are coming from to do prison break on us. We'll take our last paper for today, and that's the Daily Sun. On Daily Sun, we have Wike, Makinde, Ikpeazu, Otom may lose out in PDP. Party hotheads consider pulling rug off governor's feet, ready to move on without Rivers governor allies. Obi replies Tinubu over comparison and others. Court bans Buhari NBC from shutting down 53 stations. I will expose looters at the right time, says Rivers. Now, when you see this headline of PDP party members ready to pull off the rug off governor's feet, and Wike coming out to say, "I will expose looters at the right time." This one time I wish I was a panelist, man. Okay, Okada operators protest restriction cause gridlock in Ikeja. Again, ASU extends strike, we've taken that. Courts reject FG's request, we've taken that. FG, unsure of capital project votes in 2023, proposes 19.76 trillion naira budget. PDP strength swells in Kano as Shekaru supporters join party. Heavy cash movement threatening Nigeria, and that's from EFCC. EFCC alleging that with the oncoming election, politicians have cashed out money in bags. They have cash at hand. They are ready, to buy their way through, buy vote and shake hands and the things that they do to win elections, right? So yeah, they are at it again. But this happens every 4 years. Why did they not prepare themselves against this? If they truly care for the nation, if they truly care, this won't be the first time. This one and all of these ones that the banks are complaining. Should we be expecting bullion vans in somebody's apartment or in different people's apartments this time around? Because I don't get what EFCC what they are driving at. There are reports that even at the primaries, it is alleged that they were still shaking hands, but we had EFCC officials there at the primaries and they did nothing. Mr. Letgo, please unmute your mic. What is the wolf cry from EFCC? Is this something that should we have to touch light on EFCC too, or you think they are just and they are being sincere at their job?
One thing I would say about EFCC, EFCC is not working for the good of a Nigerian. That is just the simple truth. They work for the politicians. Because if you can recall, former EFCC boss, Mago, all the money that Mago recovered, Mago took it for himself. And today, Buhari put Mago as an envoy to something. So EFCC is doing more harm to Nigeria. They are part of our problem. We need to, remove EFCC because they are not helping the country. You are telling us you are fighting for the Nigerian, recovering the money that all these politicians looted, the governor, the senator, the president, and all this and all that. And at the end of the day, we are still borrowing money. All the money they have recovered, where are they? Who owns them? Where did they put that money? What is it used for? Nothing. And the federal government want to make another budget so that Buhari will have enough money for him to live. So EFCC, to me, is part of Nigerian problem. They put EFCC to cover themselves because we have the likes of what is this guy? Ojo Zakalo is there. We have the life of so many of them, all these governors, all of them that are in power today. EFCC will not say that they don't know about them. Tinubu is there, he's untouchable. Obasanjo is there, he's untouchable. And we know that all these people, okay, they have come out and said that how does Tinubu made his money? EFCC have never done any investigation against him. Never. It's untouchable. So, and we are talking about EFCC. So EFCC need to be taken away from Nigeria. They are not helping the issue. It's like in America here. When you hear FBI in America, you must be frightening. Fear will catch you, because if they come for you, you are gone. But in Nigeria, we hear EFCC. They will go and romance with all these governors. So for me, EFCC is a bad thing to Nigeria. They should remove EFCC. It is not helping. That's all I have to say.
All right, Mr. Leto, thank you for that. I'll take this comments by Jacobian. Hi, Jacobian. It's good to have you back. He says, "What time is right to expose looters? The time is supposed to be now." Okay. Now this is for you, Mr. Kennedy. Hi, Mr. Kennedy. Beautiful morning to you, sir.
Good morning, Mrs. Iman. Nice to be here.
All right, sir. What's your reaction to what's Wiki now? I think there's a conspiracy here. PDP, they're about to damn Wiki for everything that is what, for everything that, in everything that we are ready to them his numbers, what he brings to the table. And now we see in the news that Wiki wants to expose those looting Nigeria. And what does this make you think of? Not even what he wants to say or them pulling the rug off him, but what does that even make you feel of the person of Wiki? Do you think it's something that we should even, take to the bank, or we should wait for him until he's ready? Because if these people are losing, of course they are still losing Nigeria. But this is someone who is there saying at the right time it would expose them. What's your reaction to this?
Thank you very much. With due respect, madam, I would have loved to ask you to go to another item or another issue, because this wicked issue is becoming child's play. Wike has he said before that when the time comes he will speak. We have been waiting for him to speak. Instead of him to speak, he went. He met Tinubu. He met Wike. He met Atiku and his men and all that. He has refused to speak to us, and now he's saying he wants to expose the looters. I think that's another scam again. So he cannot always keep us waiting. We can't wait till eternity. If he wants to speak, he should speak. If he wants to expose the looters, what about himself? Is there any governor in Nigeria that is not a looter? If he is not looting, he's a potential looter. If he has to donate 500 million to Sokoto State when there was fire outbreak or whatever, where did he get the money from? Is that his money? If he has to, bankroll PDP, where did he get the money from? Was that his money? So they are all looters. We don't want to hear all these cock and bull stories, all these shenanigans about he wants to speak. We don't even want to hear him. Don't speak to us. We are no longer interested in speaking. And if the PDP wants to pull the rug off his feet, was he even standing on any rug? Who cares about whether they want to pull the rug off his feet? We are not even interested in what PDP and APC, what they are doing right now. If they want to pull they should go to hell. They should pull the rug they want to pull and let Wike sleep. Wike, Autumn, and all of them. They want to pull the rug off their feet. They should go ahead and do it. They should not tell us. Even the ones that are saying they want to pull the rug off their feet. What about themselves? Excuse me. How credible are they? How credible are these people that want to pull the rug off somebody's feet? If they feel Wike is not important, they should pull the rug and let him fall yakata on the floor, and let us see what happens. We are not even interested in all these people. We have gone past them. For me, people that are obedient and all the youths and all the well-meaning Nigerians, we have gone past all this. They are rubbish they are talking about. If you want to pull the rug off anybody's feet, they should go ahead and pull it. We don't want to hear from them. If Wike wants to, he wants to scandalize the looters, he should go ahead and even put himself among the looters, because they are all the same. All the governors, all the politicians, They put us in this situation where we are not. If there's anybody that can give him the message, let them tell him we are not interested in whatever he wants to say. They should all go to hell. Thank you very much.
All right, Mr. Kennedy, please don't unmute. Don't mute your mic yet. I want to ask you a question. As a businessman, over time, I hear you say you're running your business there, in where has come to be a home for you. So I believe you started this from the scratch and you've come thus far. So I'd like to ask the business aspect of you. We're talking about the 2023 budget. As a businessman, what would do you do we have to keep borrowing? What would have been, the next best thing to do? You see, even the people that are borrowing say they are worried that the debt might hit 54 trillion and they are so worried about how we are going to, but they're not worried enough to look at other areas that we can get this money done, continuing borrowing and servicing the loan. I don't know if I've
Yeah,
asked the question here.
yes, yes. The fact is, you cannot equate, the international business practices with what is going on in Nigeria. If we want to bring our way of doing business abroad here, you see, people will hate you, people will not like you because Nigerians are not ready yet. The government is not ready. The borrowing is not a crime. It's not a crime to borrow, but you have to have strategy. What are the strategies? Could you imagine when the government they borrow to make railways and they make the railways free? Nigerians, Africans are very funny because of political correctness, or they want people to vote for them during the next political dispensation. They just say during the Yuletide season, train from Lagos to Ibadan or from Lagos to Abuja, whatever, to Kaduna, should be free during the Christmas period. What the hell are you talking about? When you make it, you don't have to make it free because the citizens have money to pay. You borrow money, you have not even started paying, and you are making it free. It's strange. Anyway, if you want to borrow for projects, you have to know there has to be estimate. What is this project going to bring back? What are the dividends? If you don't make special critical appraiser about what you're going to do, you don't need to borrow. We all business people, we borrow money to do business. But you have to know that you have to know when to stop borrowing. You don't just continue to borrow when you don't have the facility to the capacity to pay back. If you don't have the capacity to pay back, you declare bankruptcy. You should know that if your business is registered, you declare bankruptcy, the government is going to be able to help you. And there are a lot of strings that are attached. If you declare bankruptcy, you can no longer buy a car in Japan, though. You can no longer ride a car, you can no longer own a house, you can no longer buy things that are luxurious because you must have to be bankrupt because you have declared bankrupt. The government will aid you, they will back you up. But in this case, this is the government. If the government is bankrupt, who is going to aid them? Nobody. So the government should know they should know when to apply brakes if they are borrowing. The fact is the government is not encouraging IGR or internal generated revenues for all the states and even the federal government. They are not interested. They don't make roads. If you make roads, put toll gates and let people pay. How can one particular person be controlling toll gates in Lagos and taking all the money? What is the state government doing? What's the federal government doing? And the ports, everything that's coming through the port, one person that is the controller of the ports or the chairman of the ports is taking all the money. It cannot work. There's no way. Africa has not started. I think they need a different model to do business. Now, I think there was a discrepancy when you were analyzing the amount of money, the budgetary allocation for next year. I think it was 19 point something, but I think you were saying something different. I'm sorry if I'm the one that is wrong here. So from about 13 point something trillion, it has grown up to about 19 point something trillion. That's a deficit of about close to 7 trillion or thereabout. So how are they going to pay back? You are budgeting what you don't have. We are very funny people. And that country we are borrowing from, how did they make their money that we now have to go and borrow from them? Where are we? In fact, if the government is sincere and the government is the government of national unity, the government can even appeal to everybody abroad. Can you help us with $100 each, $200 each? It can even fund the budget. The government is not ready because they have cut divisions and nobody will want to pay because we will think that if we, the Benin, have to pay this, it will go to develop Abuja or the Buhari and his people will just take the money. Otherwise, Nigerians are very patriotic. If you appeal, you can make an international and national appeal to everybody to help. We are ready to help. People are ready to help. They are very rich Nigerians. Those of us that are poor, we know ourselves. Those ones that are rich, they know that they are very rich Nigerians, very, very enterprising Nigerians. But they are not doing anything. Even when we bring the dollars, they just take it to the bureau de change and they go cut and cover for us. You know, so in any way, so when you want to borrow, you should know why you want to borrow and how you're going to pay back. If you're not going to generate money from the projects, you don't have to borrow and do projects that you cannot generate money from. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Kennedy, thank you for that. We have quite conflicting. The Punch carries 12 trillion naira deficits. There are just two figures here, anyways. Thank you to you, Mr. Makirabo. Thank you so very much for this donation. What a beautiful way to start. Thank you. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you, guys. Please endeavor to like the broadcast, share, and invite someone onto the broadcast. And please subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't. Also, turn on the notification bell so for every time Nigeria Watch goes live, you will be notified. Also, use the dollar sign to the right there in the comment section to support us. You could send me a super sticker, a super chat. Also, we have our account number, which will be on the screen in another minute. Please, guys, should you want to, transfer directly to the account, that also would be appreciated. Thank you very much. Welcome to those that are just joining this broadcast. Thank you. Mr. Makirabo, thank you very much again. Hi, Big Uyi. Good to have you here. Good day to you.
Good morning, Emma. Good day to everyone present here today.
All right, Mr. Bigui. Let's talk about our budget proposal for 2023.
Sorry, Emma, I could not hear you. I think your line was breaking.
Okay, I said let's talk about our budget proposal for 2023. Now, of course, they'll have to loan for this budget. My question is, can't we do some in-house, restructuring, like downsizing payments, then picking out what is really necessary right now until we can afford projects that would run into trillions of naira? Oh, what do you think?
There's one thing you need to understand, Emma. Nigeria as a whole, we are all depending on just one income, and that was the petroleum. As you can see, a lot of money is not coming from that area again. The time they're supposed to invest in other areas, probably agricultural sector and every other area, they were busy putting on their hope on petroleum products. Now it has become an issue. This borrowing of a thing is still going to continue. This is the truth. It's still going to be on, especially when these two political parties continue to be on seat, continue to be in that rock. They will never stop borrowing. The borrowing is not even a problem, just as one of the panelists just said. It's not a big deal. It's not bad to borrow, but if probably we are seeing where the borrowing is going to, nobody will be complaining. You imagine when they borrow, like, let's say $2 billion, then they divert about more than half of that money into their pocket. So what are they going to do with the remaining one? They just have to just do a little kind of project. Then they will just capitalize everything to that particular amount they borrowed. So the thing is, even those that live in the Western world, if personally you go to your bank to ask for a loan, you will be the one to know exactly what you're going to use that loan for. And everything's going to be on your head. You have to be the one to sort it out. But this government we're talking about, they are not the one to pay back the loan. Every citizen, all the masses in that country, we are the one that will pay that loan through our nose, through what they call taxation. They have to tax everyone for that, even our own unborn children. Do you know how much this government have borrowed since they came into power? So this is just the problem. This is just another big way to steal. This is how they do it. Is what they benefit from. They will continue to borrow until we take them out of that seat. That is the only way that is going to make us, that's going to save everyone. Borrowing is their investment. It's just they've planned so many things they're going to use money for. This borrowing is just a way to get hold of that money. Probably they're going to take even the Senate who's supposed to say, you know what, you people have borrowed enough, who's supposed to go and get, but forget, they will even be the one to sign it. They'll be the first person to sign it, and it will just go like that. Nothing the money is going to be used for. So it's very, very painful.
All right, Mr. Big Uye, thank you for that. So I should stop getting agitated by the loans when I see them in the papers. All right, thank you for that. Mr. Charles, welcome to the broadcast. How are you doing today, Mr. Charles?
I'm very well, Mrs. Emma. How are you too? And good evening from here.
Good evening, sir. Welcome to the broadcast. I'm fine, thank you. All right, let's take your submission on the budget, on our endless borrowing. Let me even ask you, I saw this somewhere online, right, where somebody said, but are these people not saying that we don't want the money? Why are they still giving our government money? I don't know if there's anybody that can rightly answer that question. I think, I mean, is it not enough that the citizens are saying, because you cannot say that you're not seeing all of these things in the news, or do they just give out money? Don't they make findings, to know what's the money for? Are your people in sync with this? They don't ask questions like that, or they don't see that Nigerians are crying and saying, "Don't give us, don't borrow us again. How are we going to pay you back?" Yeah, because people, what Mr. Biguyi said just reminded me of that. Say who and who follow them go borrow the money. Now people will borrow the money. Now they go.
Now we,
I
we,
had
we all follow them. We all follow them to go borrow the money. No be we did they borrow money for. My dear, you see, like the other panelists say, Mr. Kennedy, borrowing is not a problem. You see, before you borrow money, like he said, you don't borrow money like you borrow money to build a railway, and people we are using are using it for free. No, it doesn't work like that. And again, you see, in a united society where things are working, where every day the citizens are like, I could remember when I was in South Africa, there was this little country close to South Africa, their king, they were having issue of finance in their kingdom, a country called Swaziland. They were having problem in their kingdom. Then, you know what happened? Even the IMF told the king to relieve some people, some workers of their job, so that they can even help them they can give them loan. The king told the IMF that, look, these people, one of them, they have families. You can't expect me, you can't tell me to relieve them of their job. They have children, wives, husband, relative who depend on them. If I do that, what will happen to them? He refused. He came to South Africa. South Africa promising that, unless there is a democracy, he refused. You know what he did? He called the whole nation. It was the citizens of the land, the country, the millionaires in the country, and there's a few of them that come together and raise money for the country at that moment. And it was from that day, after that incident, they introduced this tax. This tax, I've forgotten that whatever you buy, they add money, value added tax. Before, there was no value added, they add it. Within some few years, within some months, the money they were looking for, they got it. You see, where things are working, borrowing is not a problem, but where is the borrowing going? What is your plan? You borrow money for project. You don't borrow money to pay salary. Nigeria government, they borrow money. Look at, there's a budget of 19 point something trillion, and you have about 7 trillion, and you're going to borrow 11. Who does that? Who does that? All these things, when you hear it in Nigeria, you ask yourself so many questions. Where is this people sense? And again, why it cannot stop? You know why? We have lousy governors who are very lazy, who don't think out of their box, who only depend on Abuja every month. Like Peter Obi said, look at large lands in the north. Is wasting away. It's not being used, and people are hungry. These lands can be used to generate revenue, but today, what is happening? Buhari and his people have chased people. Those the few ones who want to farm, government has never been supporting, chase them out of their farm. Because, and as a result of that, there is hunger in the land. And the government, I don't want, every of them. That is why they fight Wike when he said that it is the state that was supposed to collect the tax. All of them, they couldn't agree with him because they know if that happened, most of them that are very lazy, that have brain, they can't do anything. They will be exposed because everybody will know that, oh, we just elect idiot in the office. So so most of them didn't agree with him. So honestly, sorry, I'm having cough. I'm flu here.
Sorry, do you need a minute to take care of yourself, Mr. Charles? I'll come back to you.
Okay.
All right, please take care of yourself. Mr. Collins, hi, good morning to you, Mr. Collins.
Good morning. How are you?
All right. About Mr. Collins. Now I want to take this caught my eyes. This is from Jonoche. Jonoche, what's up, man? Jonoche says, bros, here in UK, if you want to borrow more than your level, you will be told to provide a guarantor. Please, who do you think has been standing as a guarantor for Nigeria, or do you think that applies, or does that not apply to with this huge amount? With this huge amount, and knowing that this government will be leaving, nobody comes to say repayment plans. What do you think, or do you know of the repayment plans by the federal government?
You're talking about the money that the federal government have borrowed, right?
Yeah, yes, plus the one that they intend to borrow for next year. So we are looking at 54 point something trillion naira. So how do you think they want to pay back this 54? Because we need to start, talking to ourselves on how they intend to pay for these loans. If anybody knows, please, in the comment section, please put something. Mr. Collins.
The worst thing that happened to Nigeria is that the money they are borrowing, that the money is not being used for anything good or anything tangible. It's just that when they borrow the money, they will assign the money back to their purse. So if at all they are using that money for what that money is being borrowed for, paying it back is not going to be a problem. Because when you borrowed money and use it for something that you borrowed it for, trust me, you are going to pay it back. But when you borrow that money and squander it, there is no way you're going to pay it back. And most of them, if you watch all of them, they don't have any plan of paying that money because they know once they left office, it's not their business. So it's left for people or maybe the generation that is coming up. So most of them don't care. So when they borrow money, they borrow it for their own selfish interests and also for their own purse and also for their own business, not for the Nigerian citizens. So they are just packing all those bills for the people born generation or we that are coming. So we are the one that is going to suffer for all those things that those people are doing. The problem I have with Nigeria politicians is not about their them stealing money. If they are selling that money and using it to develop in Nigeria, as using that money to be something in Nigeria, I don't have problem with that because while doing that, they are creating job for people. But the problem I have with them that when they steal that money, they will take that money back to another country, give it to other people, and those people will use that the same money and develop their own country. That is the problem I have with the leaders. Do you know last year when Rochas was having problem with the Hope was Denmark, when they wanted to seize the property that was one hotel or something like that? I was angry with the Hope was Denmark administration because they didn't. At least we see that Rochas be something. People are working in that environment. People are working in that establishment. So imagine if Rochas did not be such a structure, maybe people will not be working there. So you hope also them are the one you have stolen. Where have you used it? Can we at least see it? Okay, hope also them owns this thing. So that is the problem I have with Nigeria government. So now Buhari borrowed money in the name of Nigeria and building it anyway to Niger. Nothing concerns Nigeria with Niger. What business? If you want to make that money back, there are so many places. Just imagine now for a railway from Abba to Lagos, from Onitsha to Lagos. Do you know what that money that railway will make? But you are going to reject to build a railway that's not even relevant to Nigeria people. So now, those are my problem I have with Nigeria government, because all these things they keep doing, they are not borrowing that money for us. They are borrowing for. So I don't know how they are going to pay. The only way we are going to pay is they know the whole thing will be on people, the coming government, they even the generation that is coming along, they are going to be the one to pay it. So now, if you are telling me that this government, the same government that is borrowing this money is going to find a way to pay that money, it's a lie. Because at the end of the day, that money is nowhere to be found. They have squandered the money. That money is being pushed into their purse. So for me, unless tomorrow, if we have a new government, they begin to audit all those things, begin to checkmate all those things, all those funds, then they can able begin to probe them wherever they put that money to. But for now, if you are telling me where that money is coming from, I don't know where that money is coming from, because at the end of the day, the whole money are being spent somewhere else. So it's not spending in anywhere that concerns Nigeria affairs. So it's spent into their own purse and their own selfish interest. So that is the problem we have in Nigeria. Until we start knowing that borrowing money, I'm not against borrowing money. If you are borrowing money for using it for something meaningful, I don't have problem with that. If you borrow money that you want to use it to build school, use that money and build school. If you borrow money that you want to use it and build market, use that money and build market. If you borrow money that you want to use the money and build bridge, use it and build whatever you want to build. But not when you borrow money, you use that money to your own purse and to your own selfish interest. So it doesn't make any sense. I can't the whole money that the Buhari government borrowed. You can't even see a single thing that will justify that all this money being borrowed. At least when you look at that, you will say, oh, with this thing, I can see where the whole money that Buhari government borrowed. Look at where that money is. You cannot. Imagine a whole Nigeria is using one seaport in Nigeria, one seaport. Everybody have to go to Lagos. Why there's other seaport that can be able to function. There are so many places you can open so many things. So they are not using those money, so they are using it for their own selfish interest. Imagine
All
if
right.
electricity now, if Nigeria government use all this money, then borrowed all this money, then borrowed in Buhari administration, use this, okay, we are borrowing this money in the name of electricity. Now at the end of Buhari administration, we see electricity. Nigeria will be grateful. So okay, we see now this electricity where they borrowed the money for. But there is no result for it. So for me, all the whole thing life for people that is coming in, the unborn generation, we that are coming up. So we are going to be the one to pay all those things.
All right,
If there is
Mr. Collins. Thank you for your submission. Thank you. Mr. Edolite. Mr. Edolite.
I'm here. I'm here.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
I know you're the second person that came in, but for some reason you found yourself in like what position? Forgive me. I just have to
Yeah,
put it
but
on my
yeah, I
screen.
have to exercise patience because I've heard all what my brothers have said, and the meaningful Nigerians, their brain are working how to fix our country. My little contribution, for me, I don't talk. I don't spend much time online like this. You understand? So, just a quick one. For all this, what my brothers have just said, and all what you have read, the newspaper you have read, we need a discipline as well. Discipline is very important to all Nigerians, both way and abroad. Can you hear me, guys, please?
Yes, Mr. Edolite, your head.
Yeah, okay. Only one thing that we are going to do is that if we are going to contribute to solve our problem in all this, or if they are going to borrow money, the first thing I will urge Peter Obi to do, because that is my focus. Because other politicians, wiki, article, or whatever, those are distraction to me. That is why I don't talk about them, though. That's my own opinion. So if Obi come to board, we are not going to leave Obi there, as I used to say all the time, because he don't see all things. He even use the mouth to talk and say, he don't know everything. Now we now be the government. And all this money where they steal, so if we really mean now, we owe ground. All this money where they steal, so we go get half of it. Why? Because Peter Obi, where they talk, say, he not go look back. Definitely, he not go look back. Like EFCC now. Now another body not supposed to connect with any government or whatever, their own private investigator or whatever. You understand? And he even said that if that is not his work, the people that is going to work is the people, the body like EFCC or whatever. You understand? We need new things in that country. Everything, down to the family aspect, everything just collapse. You understand? When I see my fellow sisters, what they do online because of hardship, money, or whatever, you understand, they will be doing what they're not supposed to do. All those are talent that is wasting. So what I will for my own demand, I don't ask too much. If Obi come, I beg, that light is very important, and database is very important. That will be a control. Person where they carry money, person where they give person money, person where they receive am, they problem. Because as you get your own name, your own personal number, serial number, name, wey be say government fit dey anywhere, they go locate you where you dey. That one go still make am say Nigerians, they go know Nigerians, they go know foreign, they go know foreigners, they go know who they come to the country, they know how many people wey come up for the country, they know people wey dey inside the country. Then everybody go dey pay tax. You understand? I remember in Germany, I will not take too much of your time, my sister and my brothers. There was a time in Germany, I think I heard that they come together, they work hard every month or whatever, they pay their tax to develop their country. That is the country our people come to, and they are enjoying the labor of their work to today. You know, people will just carry back from Germany or whatever, from other European country, come to Germany to be getting benefit and all that. Now people now work and down and policy. You understand? If we feel green light, give us database, then put policy wey be say if somebody steal something safe, for you to get work for that country go dey hard. Like UK, you understand wetin I dey try to talk, because na here na him for do wetin he do for UK. He don stay for UK. So abeg, na that two things na me want. I no need more, because I know say if all those things dey, everything can be checkmate. You understand? Go rich family, technology, everything go dey work. And if we fit get these few points wey I talk, at least wetin we supposed to do for 8 years, we go fit do am for 4 years, if we are really serious and we are working together as we dey move. So as this movement dey move, so if you enter there, make anybody not relax, struggle continue. That is what I have to say. It's division of labor. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Edelai, thank you for that. And I say amen to that for your stretch. Thank you, Mr. Edelai, guys. Please do the needful by liking this broadcast, sharing, and inviting someone to the broadcast. Oh, please, let's begin with the likes. Please, likes are strongly discouraging. So please, let's do something about it. Please, if you're not talking, please put your mic on mute, gentlemen. Please, thank you very much, guys.
Sister Emma, please, sorry to cut you short. Sorry, I'm sorry for my manners, okay? I have to leave you guys, but I'm still in a backstage. I just want to deliver this, okay? I love you all in the
All right,
panel and my brothers and sisters. God bless everybody. God bless Nigeria.
Thank you. Have a good day, Mr. Edolis. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, guys. Please do well to like this broadcast. Do well to like the broadcast. Please, please. It's free. It doesn't cost extra to like the broadcast. I mean, you're already here. Thank you. And those watching the replay, please do well to like the broadcast before you exit. Guys, do not forget to support by clicking on the dollar sign to the right in the comment section. Thank you very much. All right, Mr. Chooks. Mr. Chooks, just before you begin, I want to read out this news. Federal government releases 6.25 billion naira for establishment of cattle ranches in KATSINA. 6.25 billion naira for cattle. 6 billions. Mr. Chooks.
Yeah, good morning, Emma. Good morning, fellow panelists. Good morning, fellow Nigerians and our viewers. I had earlier the question you asked. You asked how can They pay this thing. The only way the government can pay is to vote them out. Simple.
Oh,
And
Mr. Chooks.
I come to the question you threw at me. Yeah.
Mr. Chooks, I can't hear you.
You can't hear me. Can you hear me now?
Okay, Mr. Chooks, please forgive me to move on to some other person. I'll come back to you because still cannot hear you. Mr. Judin, hi, Mr. Judin.
But we can hear him.
Hello, how are you?
We can hear chicks. I can hear chicks from here, ma'am.
Yeah, I can hear him too. So
Mr.
maybe
Judin. Oh, please, if you
yes,
can hear Mr. Chooks, let me know. Mr. Judin.
yes,
Yes, we can hear chicks. We can hear chicks very well.
Okay.
we
I
can hear
can.
Okay,
him.
so I'm guessing it's from my end. All right, Mr. Chooks, please speak.
Choose speak.
Please.
Okay. Thank
Okay.
you.
Yes,
Yeah.
please continue. All right.
Yeah. The issue we're having with this government or even the subsequent governments is, neglecting their own duties and they're doing things that is not meant for them. Why do I say that? I mean, yes, it's good to build ranches, but I don't think federal government should be involved in that. If anybody should be involved in ranching, it should be state government, not federal. I mean, because if that is the way the federal government sees it, somebody who is dealing on fishing as well should go and ask government to come and build ponds. People who are selling spare parts should ask the government to give them dollars to import the spare parts. So the issue with Nigeria is until we get people who actually know the role of the federal government, the role of the state government, the roles of the local government, until we do that, we are not moving, we are not going to move forward because it baffles me. This is their agenda. They've been playing this agenda from their inception. I mean, APC. From day one, the first thing they came up with was Ruga. Imagine our president coming up to tell us about grazing route, and they're not even ashamed. It shows that they're still living in 17th centuries. Because the time you have grazing route, nobody was living there, no rail station, no nothing. And today you still want the same thing, which means we are not moving on. And today they choose to move on because we refuse them to grab our land through Ruga. So the only punishment we're gonna get is investing our collective wealth on some certain individuals. It's baffling. And we will talk about borrowing today. That's why I made the statement. The only way this government or this government can pay back the loans they are taking is to vote them out. Is to vote them out. That's the only way they can pay what they're borrowing today. Let us not expect miracle because look at the kind of wastages, and I guarantee everybody this today. This 600 and 600 billion they borrowed, that will be a waste because even if they build ranches there, it's not going to be maintained. It's not going to be maintained. They're only going to do that for certain numbers of years, and everything will break down, and they're on the street again. This is why I said these things has nothing to do with the federal government. It is supposed to be state government because if states releases that money for the local government to build this, the states should be on their neck, making sure that they maintain it, they do things, they collect tax from there. I'm sorry. The most annoying thing about these things we are saying, the pastorians, they never pay tax in Nigeria. Those who deals on animal, especially cows, they don't pay tax in Nigeria. Quote me anywhere. They don't go to bank. They sell those things, have the money by themselves, and the big men who owns this cattle go there and collect the money cash. So tell me, how do they pay this tax? And let's not forget, the federal government is just wasting the resources for nothing, because most people who owns these cows are big men. Poor men don't own cows in Nigeria, or in fact anywhere in the world. Quote me anywhere. These cows are owned by generals, big men in the societies, whether from the east, from the north, from the south. And this is why nobody is saying anything about this. Quote me anywhere. And not of Igbo men who owns cows. And those cows are being reared by the Fulanis. So let's start telling ourselves the truth. Until we tell ourselves the truth, the government, because the only way the government can stop spending this money the way they do now is if we come out to say, hey, you can't do this. 600 billion invested in KATSINA. In KATSINA, where there is insecurity, massive insecurity.
Sorry,
in fact, I doubt if they're going to build anything.
It's not 600, it's 6.25 billion naira.
Okay, 6.25 billion.
Yes.
It's still quite a huge sum. It's quite a huge sum.
For ranches, of all the things we have right now going on in the country, ranches.
Exactly. You see, if the federal government is investing, you know why I'm scared about this is, if the federal government is investing on this, right, and they've left their priorities such as education, the ASU strike, and investing in this, it tells us more about this government. I've been saying it for a while. This government is actually aiding Boko Haram by stopping our educational system. Because if I know what I know, that Boko Haram, their agenda is Western education is bad for us, right? And you have a government who is not interested in education, who is actually asking our children to stay at home. Then I don't know why somebody should say I shouldn't think this government is aiding Boko Haram. So our fears is, if they release this money, is this money not going back to aid, these people who are killing us? Because KATSINA of all states, KATSINA of all states. I don't want to talk about his interest in his daura, because it's a farmer according to him. I'm not questioning that, but we look at the insecurity. How can you invest where there is insecurity? Tomorrow you hear that they broke the ranches and they took away all the cattle rustling, and we're still talking about. Emma, I'm sorry. I'm going to leave it here because I'm getting out of the question.
All right, Mr.
Yeah,
All right,
thank
Mr.
you.
It's fine. You're welcome. Mr. Judin, I'm sorry about that mix-up. I wasn't hearing him earlier. Welcome to the broadcast, sir.
Hello, Emma. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Okay,
And
let's
how's
start the
everybody
reaction.
doing? Yeah,
Fine.
thank you, all our listeners, and good morning, our fellow panelists. Yeah, I want to say, in the first place, Nigerian government doesn't have any, this current government doesn't have any intention of paying back any loan. Trust me, not even the servicing. The servicing of the loan, which has always been, something that they are even struggling to keep up with, not to talk about paying the principal. They are just getting the loans, heaping it up for our children. They believe they are going, and many of them are going to die in the next few years. Of course, with age, everybody is going to die anyway. But they are heaping it for us, and in a critical situation or times like this, and the federal government will be spending such a huge amount of money, 5 point something billion to build ranches in a particular state, in just one state, which is his own state, right? I think he came from KATSINA, right? That is his own state. To build ranches for them. And my feeling, this is my own personal opinion, I am probably thinking that this was the agreement he arrived with his terrorist gang, and he promised them that, listen, before I leave, I'm going to build you guys, give you money to build a ranch. This is Nigeria. Of course, anything happens, and unfortunately, there will be some people that will come and be defending this man. You know, as always, just like we have people now defending a crook like Tinubu and Atiku and campaigning for them. It's a shame. It's a shame the thing that goes on in Nigeria, the things that are unheard of. I mean, I can't imagine somebody like Joe Biden, who, let's assume, he has been into cattle rearing. And then now as a president, he begins to invest money into that sector. No matter what discuss, he tried to discuss that investment. Trust me, he won't last 1 week as a president in America. He will be taken out. They would get him out immediately. And he can't even dare do it. That is what we call conflict of interest. Perhaps he's just doing that because so that when he retires, he will continue. If though that's not the person that's not Buhari anyway, but let's assume he is. Maybe when he retires, then he will go and be enjoying his the investment he has made in that sector that brings that adds nothing, no economic value to the national purse. Not going to bring anything. They don't pay, like my brother has rightly spoken, the last person, they don't pay tax. They don't pay taxes. And then the spare parts dealers that are contributing immensely to the economy of Nigeria, they are there, nobody helps them. And you see these fools at times, they'll come and be comparing spare parts dealer with Fulani herdsmen with cattle rearers. The spare parts dealers, wherever they go, they buy land or rent houses, rent shops, and begin to establish their businesses. They don't go and begin to kill people and take over their land. Nigeria is just Nollywood is even better than Nigeria now. Nigeria is like the more you look, the less you see. So many things about Nigeria that is unheard of, and those are the things that every day I keep wondering: how on earth can anybody come, any leader come and be able to put these things together again in Nigeria, with all that we hear and with all that is going on? Who is that magician that can put all this, that can right all this wrong? Things has happened in Nigeria that is, if it were to be a car, they will say this is a car wreck, it's unsalvageable. Nigeria, to me, yes, it's good to have hope, but we can't have hope in blindness, in blindness. There is no hope for Nigeria. That is the truth. I know people will curse me, will say, what is this man speaking? Well, we are all here. We are all going to be alive and see what's going to happen. Because those that are leading us, both the past and the present, they never had any intention of making anything out of Nigeria other than to continue to steal, to loot, and to make the people of Nigeria poor and poorer and poorer every day through their policies, through their direct and indirect actions. That is their plan. ASU has been on strike for how many months now? Buhari the leader refused to negotiate with them, but every day they negotiate with with bandits, they negotiate with terrorists, and they give them money, whatever they want, they give them. And somebody will come out and tell me that Buhari is not a terrorist. El-Rufai is not a terrorist. All those governors that are supporting them, that are not terrorists. Then tell me then who is a terrorist? If a terrorist will be asked to just say you have repented. Oh, I have repented. Okay, good. Come out. Go into the army. You give them money. And you tell me that people who doing so, they are not terrorists? You must be kidding me then. Well, we hope that the momentum that is going on in the peace campaign will continue to go on, because we really need that momentum for the surprises that is going to come before the end of this year. We need it. So I hope everybody will brace up, because this is fight to finish. The status quo cannot continue, and many people are going to do everything to ensure that the status quo remains, and they are doing it actively by supporting Tinubu, by supporting Atiku, and by trying to silence the voices that are speaking against the ills and evil that are going on in the society that we live in.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Jude.
Brace up. Thank you, man.
Thank you, Mr. Jude. Thank you for that submission. Okay, Mr. Vine Maxwell, how are you doing, Mr. Vine?
I'm fine, Emma. Good morning to you. Good morning to my co-panelists and those that are listening to us.
Mr. Vine, how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm great. Can you hear me?
Okay, Mr. Vine, if you can hear me, please, if you can hear Mr. Vine. All right. Mr. Vine, okay, let me just shoot at it. Welcome to the broadcast again, sir. Thank you for being here, guys. Please, the likes are really discouraging. Just take out a second and tap on the thumbs up. That's all it takes. Just tap on the thumbs up and do it just once. Just once, please. Thank you. Please like the broadcast. Thank you very much. Okay, so Mr. Vine Maxwell, please share with us how you think that we are going to pay back this money. What is the repayment plan?
Thank you so much for having me, and I'm very glad to be here in this great platform. And I will first of all say, may God bless you and bless this platform that you've established to sensitize people and to pass good and educative information to the rest of our listeners. Thank you so much. You see, what you will not talk of how you are going to pay the money without looking at how the monies were borrowed and what was the monies meant for. You see, what I see in Nigeria, just exactly the same thing is happening in Ghana here. We are having the same issues here. Ghana and Nigeria is just like Nigeria is the big brother and the younger brother is learning from the big brother. That's exactly what is going on. You see governments of these two countries, I want to join them together, my sister, if you will permit me. They borrow recklessly and they extravagantly spend the money they borrowed instead of channeling it into what's supposed to pay back those loans. Ghana and Nigeria has fallen the victim of borrowing to eat instead of infrastructural development. How are you going to pay? It will be difficult for them to pay. And it will get to a stage where, like Ghana now, we are in junk status. We've run to IMF. And that is what Nigeria has to avoid. Going to junk status or running helter-skelter cap in hand to the IMF for bailout. I have never seen anybody in this world IMF have helped. Our people, long before now, has been borrowing and recklessly borrowing and recklessly spending the money into their stomach. Some of these monies end up in foreign accounts belonging to these corrupt politicians and their cronies. This is exactly what is going to happen. It will be difficult for them to pay. And let me tell you again, Peter Obi, by the grace of God, if he emerges the president, will have it tough, because when you look at the debt of Nigeria is huge. It's very, very huge. I'm not saying that borrowing is bad, but borrow to build things that will help to pay back those loans, not eating it up. And you cannot have, the only way you can, the people are going to be taxed more. We have people without vision that are managing the authorities of, of power. That is exactly what they don't have vision. They cannot see tomorrow. They borrow to eat today and leave the burden of payment on the innocent people that have nothing to do with it. So this is the problem. It will be difficult. Any other government that is going to come in now, both Ghana and Nigeria, will have it difficult. Tax will be increased. VAT will be increased in order to cope, because there is no money. That's exactly what is happening. There's no money. It will be difficult for them, Emma, to pay this. The burden of that payment will now come back to the poor people that are already suffering. That is what I see in this aspect of the debt that is, the country is owing. And let me go to this 6.25 billion naira that was given to KATSINA for livestock investment. I have a cattle here. In fact, I got the news now that 65 more calves has been added to 589 that I have right now in the northern part of Ghana. I employ people to man them. They don't roam about. They are in my what I call improvised ranch, fed, healthier than those ones that are roaming about, that they are using to cause confusion all over the country, taking people's land in the pretense of grazing. I have my own and I ranch them. It's just an individual. What is the interest of the federal government in livestock? Individual, private? Is it a national livestock the country is putting out? Or is it helping the state to build ranches? Is that money 6.25 billion, which is approximately 50 million US dollars now at this current rate? I think about 416 or thereabout per dollar. Is it repayable? Is it a loan that is given to them that they are going to pay back? If the federal government is showing so much interest in livestock, why is the same federal government not showing interest in the people that are into piggery, the people that are into poultry farm, the people that are into spare parts businesses and so on and so forth? Why is it on livestock? What is so special about livestock? Isn't livestock a private business? What is the interest of the federal government pumping such amount of money into where the ASU is on strike? Families, parents are asked to contribute money in order to send their children to school, to pay ASU. And you are voting out $50 million, approximately $50 million or more, to a private business. I do not know why Nigerians are being subjected to this kind of, inhuman treatment, especially from this particular government that is on seat right now. I plead with you, because this is the time. If you knew that Peter Obi is the best person that is going to be there, do something. There are more challenges, especially at the end. We've not seen the end yet. 2023, after the election, if the result is announced and it doesn't favor these cabals, these corrupt criminal politicians that have taken Nigeria, hostage, they will do a lot of things to thwart it. And that is where you, the Nigerian people that are, that want progress in that country, will be needed. Your help will be needed at that time, because if you don't pull yourself out of the strong fist of these cabals, they will groom their children and continue in perpetuity the corruption and the subjugation of the innocent people in Nigeria. Thank you so much, and God bless you, Emma.
Mr. Vine, it's always good to have you on the broadcast. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so to those that joined in late, how you doing? It's good to have you. Jacob Obedient. Yes, so I agree. We have to do something before something do us. No be like. Thank you for that, Jacob Obedient. Jacob D. Jacob D, it's good to see you here today. How you doing? To Nigeria, hi to Nigeria. Jono Che, I just saw your picture. I'm just getting to know who you are. How you doing, Mr. Jono Che? Good to have you here today. Jacob Obedient again. Today has been very engaging. Each and every one of you. Elizabeth, it's good to see my ladies out here, guys. Ladies, come on, let's talk. Come on, let's talk, ladies. Elizabeth, it's good to have you on this broadcast. How you doing? Oziegbe Wilfred, how you doing, Wilfred? Bella Naomi, thank you for being here. Thank you for being on this broadcast. You guys are just going back to back, back to back, back to back. Thank you, Mommy Diaspora. Thank you. Please, apologies if I don't get to call your name today. Thank you, Mr. Mark Irabo. Yes, Mr. Mark Irabo. Thank you. Johnson Marlon, I'm not sure. I've seen you for 2 days now. I hope everything is well with you. Please stay well where you are. Okay, thank you to everyone who has joined. Thank you to those watching. Oh, James Tippens, how you doing, James Tippens? Thank you for being here. Those watching, hi, how you doing? Thank you for being on this broadcast. Please do not forget to like the broadcast before you leave. Like the broadcast, share, invite someone, turn on your notification bell. Yes, that bell, just turn it on. So for every time we go live, you would be notified. Also endeavor to support us by clicking on the dollar sign to the right in the comment section. Jekyll, all these roses and hearts, they belong to me, right? Yeah, very generous. Thank you very much. All right, to my amazing panelists, thank you. It's been almost 2 hours of doing this with you. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for being here. Brother Nice, the parts that we've come to. Please give your submission.
Yeah, I've been waiting, listening to all the panelists. Long time. Yeah, nice to hear from all of them. Speaking with passion. Everybody is desperate now. It's the country. Everything is getting worse day by day. That rhetoric, they said, if we don't kill corruption, this very administration said, if we don't kill corruption, corruption will kill us. I think it's the other way around. If we don't kill Buhari with his corruption, that corruption will kill us. Because Buhari, I think, is the worst, the most worst ever administration that we have experienced so far. As I'm listening to all the panelists right now, my heart is broken for real. So I don't just understand. The right place this government is supposed to spend money, they will not do it. Is by giving money to grazing, giving money to Fulani for just ranching and all those bullshit. I cannot understand that this man is just backward for real. So that is my submission. Nigerians, we should know what we want. Let's fight now and make sure that Peter Obi become the next president. If not, this country, Nigeria. That country. Oh, I will still remember when I was growing up in Nigeria, when I can still sleep on my father's bedroom till daybreak without locking my doors. And sometimes 3 days, 2 days, stable light. I can still remember those days. Good road. You can go to wherever you want to go to. No threat, no herdsmen will come to threaten you. I can remember those good days. I can remember a tap on the street. You can go to your neighbor's house, fetch water. There's tap everywhere. Can still remember those days, those old days. All those things that were our former leaders that made way for Nigeria, so all those things they did for Nigeria before they died, all those ones that came today, they destroy all those things. That is what is making me to bleed. Yeah. Now, instead of us to move forward, to add to what the foundation they are laid for us, but these people that came today, they destroy everything that those one left. Yeah. There's a lot of things that if I still remember, I would just be, I cried for Nigeria. You understand? Like what is it Mr. Pansa, or I forgot the brother, what he said. You know, so if no, it's painful, just painful. I don't know if Nigeria can go back to those old days again, when you can see fresh water on the tap. Yeah? There's running water everywhere. Today now, people cannot boast of light, cannot boast of good roads, cannot boast of anything good in Nigeria anymore. These people that just came, they just destroy all the things that these old leaders left for us. They just destroy everything. All those water board, no one is sponsoring anymore. Borehole everywhere. Generators. People are restless because of the noise of generator. My sister, I just pray God bless Nigeria. Thank you.
But nice, you took me down memory lane with those memories. Mr. Biguyi.
Hello, Mom. Can you hear me? Can anyone hear me?
Of course.
Yes, I can hear you,
carry
sir.
on.
I think I might have.
Biguyi.
I think I might have issues
carry
with
on.
his method.
Yes, yeah.
All right. Okay. You as you can, everyone has really spoken well, especially Brother Nines. Those good memory. I can even remember then. There's this long bench in front of my father's house. When there's no light, you can sleep there till nearly when all your family are going in, they'll come and wake you. There's no fear. There is nothing. If truly we can go back to those old sweet days, it would be amazing. And I want to quickly speak about this area. You know, this president became so helpless the day he allowed Nigerians to know that there are some certain people that brought him into power. Then he started ruling with sentiment. A lot of people supposed to be in prison till death. He decided not to do it. Either they are related to him or they brought him into power. So, Peter Obi, if he's hearing us from this platform, he should not in any way add sentiment to his own kind of government. Anybody that did something that is so probably corruption, stealing of money, let them go in for it. In other rest of the world, if they take you to court and they say it's 45 years, you must rot in that jail for that same 45 years. All these people that are walking about now, even the presidential aspirant for that party, they would have been hearing about this election from their different prisons because they're supposed to be there. But because of they think they are modern or they are untouchable, nothing has happened to them to date. That is why this country has always been like that. If those that stole money from the beginning, they were dead to it, other people will learn from the lessons. So I would just I would just try to make Mr. Obi understand this. He should never, ever make his government like that. Anybody that try to pull the country down, let the person suffer for it. And everybody should know about it. So once the other people know about it and they see the way the first person that did that particular crime, they saw the atrocity, the things they did to him, it would sound as a lesson. Not arresting somebody today, then you say state pardon. What does that mean? You are encouraging other people to even do worse. So I would just try to tell our Nigerians, I'm happy everyone has woken up. I've been watching 1 million march, 2 million march. I've been watching the way people are turning out to support Mr. Obi. It's not only that, please. they should as well try to go and get their voters card. Let us continue to tell people. A lot of people, they are fed up. I must tell you, they think their vote does not count. It does count. We should not allow those wicked politicians to deceive anyone. Just get your PVC. Try to cast your vote for the right candidate of your choice. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Biguyi. Thank you. It was good having you on this broadcast. Thank you for tuning in. I hope to see more of you for our other programs. Thank you. Have a good day. Mr. Collins, please your submission in another 1 minute.
Well, thanks for having me back. Well, there's not much thing to say. Everybody spoke well today. All the whole topic you just read out is what we face in Nigeria. It's not going to change. That is why we are urging everybody to make sure that you have your PVC and make sure that you vote the right person and you know the right person, so that we won't be coming out here and be talking all this. We want all these stories to be history. So we want to make Nigeria a better place, so that it will be better for you and better for me, so that we can, like people are saying, travel. My first time going to Lagos was 1999, when I traveled to, I will use, there was a bus card, not a bus, 1414. I went to Lagos with 1414. I don't know if you remember that bus that time, 1414, I traveled from,
Tipa.
yeah, people remember that bus.
Mrs. Tipa.
Yeah, 1414. That was my first time going to Lagos. When my sister told me that I'm coming to Lagos, throughout that month, I begin to do everything. If my mom send me anywhere, I will do the whole thing. Send me any message, because I'm going to Lagos. Because it matters a lot to me. I couldn't even. They bought a seat for me, but I didn't sit in that seat. I stand up from Owerri to Lagos. I couldn't, because I have to watch throughout, make sure I look throughout the road. So it was very, the whole fun. It was joy, Then you can't be thinking about going to Lagos, thinking about insecurity then. You can't be thinking, you were kind of happy, We went to Benin, you see people, kind of, there's a joy. But now, tell somebody you're going to Lagos, everybody's angry. So that's the kind of joy we have there. So I just want all those things can be able to come back. People can be happy. If you want to travel to North, that this happiness will come out. You want to travel to East, all those kind of a thing. But now we don't have this security in the road. Even people can't even travel anymore. For you people, if you don't have money, can't travel. But then 1414, then that was his good transport. As it was amazing. I can't forget that journey. I always have that journey. My first experience in Lagos, So those are the things that want you to return back to Nigeria. That peace, because then it was peace. There is a peace that period, But now everywhere is hot, the whole part of the country. So that kind of thing that I wanted to return back to Nigeria, honestly. Thank you. So Emma, you don't know the boss. Are you telling me you don't know 1414?
Mr. Collins, leave me alone now. I don't know.
That one is also long too. That one is also long during that period of 1414, and that didn't you always in the back? That one is also long too. I forget that one name.
I don't know.
1414, it is the replacement. Marco Polo replaced it. That one that takes so difficult for it to climb the hill. So difficult to climb the hill. Marco Polo and Bosca represent them. Innocent, the long buses have replaced those ones. It was a very good time.
So let me tell you, which bus you use? Your first time in Lagos, which bus you use?
I was born in Lagos.
Oh, okay. Your first time going to down to your place, which bus you use? So you never make use of bus 1414.
Is it what you call 1414? Is it like the 14-seater bus, normal 14-seater bus?
No, it's 40. It's a very big, almost like a almost.
Let me describe it to Emma. Emma, 1414 is a long bus, just like you see Marco Polo today. But they are the olden days.
Is it what we call Molue?
It's longer than Molue.
It's longer than Molue.
Yes.
I definitely haven't seen it ever in my life. I'll check it up.
It's a replica of Bosca or Marco Polo, the long buses now they are using. but they have been modernized. That one, that time, it has a very strong steering. Those people that were driving it that time, you must grow muscle while driving that bus.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. You guys have brought back so many memories, and it's good to share these memories, really. All right, Mr. Van Maxwell, please give your submission. But before you do that, Mr. Onoche, Mbano, you have been on the comment section. It's 2 hours already. We are done for the day. Please, Mr. Onoche. Thank you. All right, Mr. Van Maxwell.
Thank you so much, Sister Emma. And I would like to tell Nigerians that Nigeria is on what we call life support. And just like Governor Autumn said, Nigeria is on oxygen support. If nothing is done this time around, Nigeria and Nigerians are doomed. For me, I believe that what is going on in Nigeria is not just by the making of Nigeria, but system. It is a very bad institution, a very bad foundation. That is what is causing these problems. This kind of problem did not happen in the First Republic. People were allowed to develop their space within their own means. There was no much, competition of who owns what, who will get what, and who will not get what. But today, the system has been corrupted. People now feel that if you don't have political power, you cannot make any impact in Nigeria. That is what is there. Now people are thinking of, we are born to rule. What we say stands. If you don't vote, you will not win. If you don't support you won't win. That is unheard of. That is unheard of. Nigerians must wake up if you really want one Nigeria. But for me, you know my stand in this very place. My mother is from the southeastern part of Nigeria, ABBA, Abia State. I believe in Biafra, and I believe that Biafra, if Biafra would do the work good, most of these insults and this, terminology of enslavement, of those, the indigenous people, will never happen. If you feel that P2B is the right person, then go for him and be ready to stand for what is going to happen come 2023. And I believe that God will help us. Thank you so much, Stema.
All right, Mr. Van Maxwell, thank you for that. Thank you to everyone in the comment section. Thank you. We've had a good time. It's good to know that the broadcast is ending on a very light note. Kudos to that. Just before we go, there's something I want to. Mr. Collins, have a wonderful day too. Thank you very much. This is from Mr. Van Maxwell. He says, I encourage our great ladies to come on board and speak out as well. Don't leave the talking to the men alone. Yes, ladies, please come out. Please. Your contributions is highly needed. God bless us. So please, ladies, endeavor to come out. Click on the link and let's talk. Let's ruffle it. Come on, you have something to say? Come and speak, please. This is from Jeko. It says, Nigeria shall be a good country again, provided somebody that has the interest of the country at heart is elected. The good of the country, of everybody, not just a particular set of people. I think, yes, and I think that's already very clear, without any form of bias. That's already very clear. And this is for you, Jacob D. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm sure you know what I'm thinking. Thank you very much. It goes a long way and it means a lot. Thank you. Kachi will get the message too. Thank you. Mr. Onoche Ngwanu, come and do closing prayer for us. Come and share the grace. Please, you'd have to unmute your mic, sir.
Good day, Kachi. Good, Mama, sorry. Good day, Emma. Please, please, if I pray, God will not answer it.
Go answer. No
because
problem.
I don't go to church, so I don't know how to pray. Frankly speaking, I don't go to church. I went to church first when I was in primary school, not even in secondary school, because I went to Catholic school and I'm an Anglican. So from there, I stopped going to church. till today. So I don't know where to start. I don't even know the simplest.
Mr. Onoche. All right, let's have your submission.
Thank you very much. It's better. One, Nigeria should remove religion from the system. If they want Nigeria to come back, your religion will be with you and not in government and not in public place. Like passing Sharia law, no way. Christian law, no way. Out of government. Our religion, they don't pay tax, they don't do anything. We don't want to know about them. If they get this one correct, we can live together. Right? Then we are saying tax. From where will the money come from? Where is the money? You want to tax those who are already one leg in the grave, one leg by the grave. Where would they get money to pay the tax? To get money. Everybody needs to raise his sleeve to work hard. That time they put in religion, they put it in work hard, so that we get product to market. That is my contribution. We need to work. Everybody needs to work hard. From Mr. President to the poorest person on the road, we work hard and we raise the money to build a good nation, if it is possible. If not, let us sell Nigeria. I want my own share, put in my back pocket.
Mr. Onoche, all right, you have a good day.
God bless.
They don't know, sell Nigeria, LA Nigeria.
He just wants his money. He just wants to cash out.
The story ends. Solid problem solved.
So you don't look at possibility ever of you being sent back home. Yes. So where's home for you? Where's home for you? Okay, so where's Biafra? Where's home for you? So can we just quit with this sell the country, dash the country? I mean, let's look at the one that is.
Why will you dash Nigeria? In my state, we have oil in Anambra State. We have oil in Obaru. We have in Anako. We have in Aguilera. Why will you sell it? And why will you dash it out? You sell it to those who have brain, who know how to use the oil, and not to those who doesn't know to our margins, who doesn't know the value of what they have. We are looking for loan to borrow. While what we are looking for is under our foot. Last time Farrakhan insulted all of them. What's that his name? Louis Farrakhan. He told Africans, "What are you looking for? It's under your foot. Money don't take anything in this world. It is hand. These two hands, your head and your leg, made the whole thing on earth. What are you looking for dollar for? Are we using dollar in Nigeria? In Nigeria, we use naira. So organize. If we organize ourselves, we build that country. If they don't want to build it, just put it for auction. China will be the first to offer. Italy will be the second to offer. And then America will offer. Britain will say, I colonize you. Sell it to me, please. Only Britain will not like to pay. So that's my take for today, Emma. I think Emma, I got it. Yeah. Is that Emma or Ima?
Ima, thank you for asking. Okay. And to those putting EMM, it's IMA, Ima. Thank you. Okay, so Mr. Onoche, I won't take my time to explain that because you will come here even in another 5 minutes and still call me catchy. So this is not even for you. All right, everybody. Thank you for being here. Yes, as Mr. Niger says that we should stop shying away from responsibility. It will take sacrifice. Yes, it will require sacrifice. I've been asking all this loan, how are we repaying it? We need to know, and we need to start getting ready. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very, very much. Now, Mibella, please, we have to go. Thank you to each and every one of you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the broadcast. Thank you for the likes. All right, Mr. Onoche, you have an amazing day. Thank you for being here, Mr. Onoche. Mr. Onoche, we should try coming into the studio early, okay? Please, stop coming in 1 minute to...
Backbench.
All right. Okay, everybody,
There's
thank you.
There's more fun in backbench.
No problem. Let's try this again some other time. All right. You're watching. Thank you very much for being here. Please do not forget to like the broadcast while watching. Yeah, you can even do it while watching. Thank you, Mr. Onoche. Thank you to each and every one of you. I'll see you. I can't wait to see you tomorrow. Don't forget, we have programs. Monday to Thursday, we have the discussions that happens 5 p.m. Nigerian time. Friday, we have debate 6 p.m. Nigerian time. And Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we have the chat. And also, we have newspaper review 10 a.m. Nigerian time all through to 11 a.m. Nigerian time. Guys, a day is coming, a time is coming where we will not be doing African time. 11 is going to be 11. Mr. Onoche, beware. 11 is going to be 11 very soon. All right, thank you, and have a splendid day. Thank you. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Bye for now.